What's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday, beer therapy time. How's everybody doing? I got, of course, Joe's with me, and we got Clint from Captain Stash.
Hey, everyone.
What's up, everyone? How you doing? Let's see. Do a quick roll call. I hear you lip smacking. You can't fake that.
I said I was going to be quiet for the first hour, Johnny. That's the only thing I'm going to say. So if you're asking me to do a roll call, I will. But, Cat's going to have my tongue for a little bit. All right. So Bearded Vato wasn't here. When they come in early, you know who was? Oh, no, there he is. Ryan J. Kuvich. He's the guy like Clark Kent. Ryan J's never around when Superman's around, right? So there's something fishy going on with that guy. I just know it. Thumbs up indeed, Ryan. Ron, of course. Chops Bearded, good to see you. Becoming a regular. Bearded Wolf, good to see you. King Ginger in the house. Mick Moon. Hey, Bearded Motivation Dave. I don't know if you're still in here, but how's it going? Big Bearded Brother. So we call that alliteration as an English teacher. Good to see you, sir. Camo Cam, you must have been busy because I know you need this like a needle in your vein. Matt the Sports Beard, what's up, brother? Celtics first place. I love it. Hey, Disney, how's it going? Did you ever get that Kingston yet? Brett Berlin, Mr. Blue Wrench, Straight Bearded Rob, Irish Whisker, what's up, my brother? Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe. Just get rid of the freaking Kyle. I say it every week. Good to see you, Joe. Beard Bushido, glad to see you're becoming a regular. What's up, Jay Cruz? Chris, what is up, my brother? The new Bluer Wrench. Eric Kennedy, the man I call Ripkin. Right on. Vato. All right, I think I hit everybody. JG, it's all you.
All right. So tonight we have Clint from Captain Stash. So we'll just jump right into the questions here. With so just give everyone who doesn't know, a brief, history on Captain Stash and how it started and where'd you get the name from, stuff like
Sure,
that.
yeah. So we've started. See, I've made beer products for a long while, and actually, funny story with Joe is I messaged him the other night when he was unboxing some other products, and it was a local company that's here local with me, and I was just like, hey, you gotta talk bad about that, just in all good fun. I was like, razz him a little bit, give him some what for, but I actually started with his products way back when he first started, and a few things that I didn't like about it. So I thought, I could probably make something that fit me, and started experimenting my own beard products, and did that for a while. Actually, just, kind of did an oil and balm for myself all the time. Back then, it was probably, 6 or 7 years ago, it seems like. And butter really wasn't a thing. That at least I didn't know about it. And started using it more and more, and went to my barber and was using my product. They liked the way my beard felt. She just kept bragging, I can actually comb through your beard. You can't ever do that with some guys. And one thing led to another, and she finally just said, hey, if you're willing, I'm going to drop everything I have. You'll make it, and we'll start your company with my barbershop. And that's kind of how we got rolling. And that was kind of an offer I couldn't refuse.
Nice.
And so that's what started it all.
So is it this is let's see if I can get this right. I've been practicing with my camera. Usually this makes it focus. If I get it all up in there. Nope. Oh man. But anyway, the logo has the captain on it. It's called Captain Stash. Is it like it's the captain's mustache, or is it like the stash of?
There you go. The stash. Like, the captain always has the best. That private reserve that's his own.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
And so
cool. All right.
And you asked how we got our name, actually. I think the name came more after the logo. Coming into this, we've been in business for a year, and December was our 1 year anniversary. And coming into it, we're very late to this beard game, and I didn't want just your typical beard logo out there,
Mm.
and not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but I wanted something that kind of set us apart. And just when you look at it, you're like, what is that? It's different. And we started looking at it, and we went through all kinds of iterations because, I love the water. I love the ocean. I grew up around water. I'm nowhere near water now. And so that really resonated with me, but I felt when we first started that we wanted something local to our town, because I never thought about it outside of local. And started talking to some people, and I had a lady that was helping me with the designing of the logo because I'm the worst when it comes to designing. But I'd throw out my ideas of what I wanted, and it first started out with, a covered wagon and all kinds of stuff, and it just morphed long and slow into what you see there. And after we decided that, hey, nautical is a great theme that we can go with, it just one day just brainstorming names, Captain Stash, and I was like, that's it. It was born that day.
Okay, so if you don't want to answer this one question, because I was thinking about this, like when I interview the companies and ask them questions and stuff like that. If you don't want to go into it, just like say pass or whatever. But I was wondering, like, when it came down to your like your carrier blend,
okay,
right? Like what was the thought process behind choosing the specific oils that you have in your blend?
Okay, so first off, that blend has only been in existence for a month.
Okay.
We just changed it as of January 1 that you have in your hand.
Okay.
Before it was everything that's on that bottle minus the squalene and the broccoli. And we had grapeseed oil in there.
Okay.
Is what we had. Personally, grapeseed does fine with my beard. I had no issues with it. I felt the blend was fine. But the more, I was just watching the culture of the community, and it just started leaning away from grapeseed.
Mm.
And as a business, I felt like I have to adapt to what the consumer wants. And so that's when we started looking at other options for carriers. And we actually started this search a while back. We had some testers in the community, and I think they started testing for me or talking to me about it probably 3 to 4 months ago. I probably started looking at different carriers and trying different carriers probably at about our 6 to 7 month mark in our business, just because I'd see little things here and there. And I thought, you could just kind of gauge the temperature. People they're not against grapeseed, but they're not for it either. And I was like, maybe we could just make this better. All right. And we started researching the different oils, and how we settled on the broccoli and the squalene was me, number one, testing the products, getting other people to test it, and just finding the right ratio that worked for us. But just what I wanted to do was just find what I consider the things that work the best for my beard, and as a broad spectrum, squalene being so close to your natural sebum. It's such a light oil. It's such an absorbent oil. It's used in so many different products. In the cosmetic world, it's everywhere. And it's been around for a long time. And, I started really looking into it, and it's such a great oil and beneficial oil. Started looking at other companies as well. What were they using? The ones that were really getting notoriety. What are they doing different? And had a suggestion of broccoli seed oil, and very skeptical I was of broccoli seed oil until I tried it, especially the first day I opened the bottle, because it stunk to high hell.
Oh, it smells bad. Okay.
Yeah, well, you get a little bit of that broccoli smell to it, man.
Oh, wow, really? Okay.
It's not bad. It's not pungent, but in a big container of just broccoli seed, you get that whiff of it, and I was very afraid. But, you're dealing in such small quantities when you're talking an ounce of oil.
Right.
It goes right away.
You've heard the what is it? The amber smells really bad until it's mixed.
Yeah,
I love amber. I like that in a lot of my my scent profiles and stuff. So.
I've really turned a leaf on amber myself. We haven't used amber until recently in our blends, and I think Joe actually has one of them. The Admiral's Helm is amber. No, I'm sorry, Castaway. I don't know if you had Castaway. Castaway has golden amber in it, and one of them that I'm working on for a later release is an amber scent as well.
I'll have to snag that because I like amber. Yeah, all the scents that I have that have amber in it.
Yeah,
I use a lot. I love it. Me and Amber have a long, steady relationship. It's like my second one. Okay, so you also offer wax melts.
I do.
Now, this brandied pear smells amazing. I love it. Is there any plans for this to become a beard oil?
I don't know.
Because I'd wear it. I mean, if you do custom order, I would like a brandy pear oil. I really like it. It smells delicious. I love it.
We've thought about it actually. Several of our scents, because I've had a couple of them. Brandy pear being one of those. You're not the first person to tell me that. Mm-hmm. That and our Black Sea is one that people have told me to do a beard scent in. But I'm hesitant just because I like the different scents in the different products. It keeps it just a little bit different, a little diverse. And so that way it's just not a one-trick pony across the board.
Gotcha. Okay. So like I do with companies and stuff like that, I have the Calico Jack. So I know you have butters and balm. I know you have butters and oils and wax melts. What else do you offer? Do you offer co-washes, washes, or
we do offer a beard wash. We do balms in all of our products as well. That covers everything on the beard side. Mm-hmm. On the candle side, we do our rocks glass. We have a actual candle that's in a rocks whiskey glass.
Oh,
we do, along with all the wax melts. And right now we have metal tins as well, they're like oversized balm tins that we do candles in those as well. Those will probably actually be going away here pretty shortly. Just we're replacing those with the rocks glass. They're just a much nicer candle. They look a lot better. And we offer candles on our women's side as well. So we have a small women's section as well. We're trying to grow that. And that's called the Captain's Wife. And we do candles in it as well. It's a very small selection right now. It's something we've really got to focus on this year to grow. And then once you get out of candles, you go into our soaps. And we do bar soap. And we do a ton of bar soap. A lot of it, unfortunately, never makes it to the website just because locally it sells so fast.
Oh, wow.
And so what I do have over, it goes to the website and it goes well. Soaps have been great for us and I love making them. It's fun. It's kind of lets you do some creativity with them.
Nice.
There was a question in the chat, Johnny.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, which one is it? It's like
Vatos in all caps.
Okay.
Vato, I've not had any complaints. I've had nothing but praise. I think, and if he don't mind me calling him out, but Mick can attest to that. He loves it. My first review with the new blend was Tyson with Faithfully Bearded. So he's out there with it. He considered it to be top shelf in his opinion, as far as the oils went. And so,
I mean, yeah, I'm wearing it now. I put it on a couple of hours ago, before the live and everything. The feel and beard is very nice. I'm feeling it now, nice and soft. Had great response to the products. is there what's Captain Stash looking in the next couple years? Like, what's like the future looking for Captain Stash?
Sure. Yeah. Of course, all of us want to go to the point where it's our full-time gig. One day, eventually, hopefully, but I can go shorter than that. Even just kind of brought it out to this year. This year, our goal is to bring up our scent line and our beard products to between 10 and 12 different scents. So we just released 2 on January 1. We'll probably be releasing 1, if not 2, right at the beginning of summer, and probably 2 more in fall. I've actually already got the fall scents ready. So
nice.
I'm more working towards the summer line right now. Want to grow that. Our candles, of course, have been great. We do a lot of candles wholesale and want to continue to grow that. We do a lot of local wholesale accounts, a lot of barbershops locally as well. And our soaps have just the response we've gotten with our soaps has been nothing that I couldn't wish for more. Let me put it that way.
Oh, wow.
And so to the point where we're actually considering maybe a soap-based subscription service as well.
And how many cents of the soap is there?
Well, right now on the site there's 4.
Okay.
We rotate those as often as we can. The problem with the soaps is it's just a long process to make. Once we make it, you've got a cure time of 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And so you're looking at about 2 months once we make it before it's ready.
Right.
So
right.
we try and keep at least 4 to 6 made up all the time and keep them just rotating. And I try different ones all the time. So we have our staple, probably our most popular being our barbershop soap. That our Calico Jack soap is always there. And then the other 2, we just kind of rotate out. We're trying to just find those other staples right now.
Cool. What else was there? I think you know what? It's I noticed in Calico Jack there's a scent in there that's called pineapple leaf. And that really kind of threw me. I was like, what does that smell like on its own?
Well, on its own, it still gets that pineapple scent, just not as that sharp pineapple. Picture that like a pineapple, but with a little bit of foliage, I guess you would say, to it, like a little earthiness to it. And so it's very much similar to pineapple. It really resembles, but without that really sharp pineapple.
Cool. Yeah, that's that one was really stuck out at me. I was like, oh, pineapple leaf.
Yeah, I've only seen it from one place. So the way Calico came out was I was trying a couple different blends, reached out to a company that specializes in scents. I have a friend that works with one, and just kind of talked to him about it, and he pointed me in a direction. It kind of went from there. And so, but I've only been able to find that from them, and I get it from him. So,
okay. And what is the the thought process between for your scent creations? How does the inspiration come to you?
So one thing that we don't want to do is be your cookie cutter beard scent. You know what I mean? I don't want just a bay rum. I don't want just this, a citrus. I want them to be a little bit different than what other people have. There's so many out there. You've got to set yourself apart a little bit from those. And the best feedback I've ever got hit home so well with me was he was talking about Calico Jack. Calico Jack is named after a pirate, Calico Jack.
Okay.
And he got it, and he said, I was expecting that typical pirate scent, bay rum, bourbon, something like that, but it's not that at all. It's something totally different, but it also just works with that name. This is what this guy as a captain could be like. He's good smelling. Even though he's a pirate, he's probably stinky and dirty and hasn't bathed in months. But still, that iconic, I guess you would say heroic lead guy. What you would picture them to smell like,
I definitely get a cologne-ish kind of vibe from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of our thought process. We try to, when we think of a name, my first thing is, of course, finding the scent. But then if I can't find a name, that scent actually may go on the back burner for a while. Because I want that to mean something, Our captain's quarters. I wanted it to be, if I walked into a ship and I went into the captain's quarters, what are the scents I'm going to be? The rum, the leather chair, the cigar, the tobacco. I want it to resonate with that. And so that's kind of the way we think of it. Our first mate's probably our simplest scent. It's an oak moss and sandalwood. But man, the first time I got those two together, I've always loved that scent, and I wanted it to, and I've had it for probably since day one. But I wanted that. It's just a good, clean scent. And I thought, you know what? It's not quite the captain, but it's that first mate,
All right. So you know what? You have this theme with all the ships and the captain and all this other stuff. There's been someone in the community has uttered this term, right? He said a scent smelled like a pirate bar. Do you know what a pirate bar is?
I do not. I feel like I should, but
no.
I don't know if I want to know now.
No, nobody knows what it is. I'm just asking to see.
No, I do not.
No, nobody knows what nobody knows what a pirate bar is. I just figured, I don't know, you got this theme going, and maybe you could shed some light on it. I don't know.
They said that about mine?
No. It was just no.
Okay. Holy shit.
This is a long time ago. This is a long-running kind of gag. A fellow reviewer, Joe Bearded Life, he was doing a review with his brother, and he smells the scent, and he goes, it reminds me of a pirate bar. And it was it's stuck, and it's just the funniest thing, some of the funniest things that just come from reviews. And I just figured, since you have this theme, that you may have heard of the term. I don't know.
That's funny.
So, I just, yeah.
Hey, we're going to start working on that scent now, the pirate bar.
Oh, there you go. All right, then you got to give all credit to
I sure will.
Nick Bearded Life, because right, that's his name, Nick Bearded Life. I think so.
Wow.
Sorry about that. Oh, I just thought that was funny. Yeah, I mean that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, you answered all the questions. Joe, what sense do you have from Captain Jack?
I have Calico and Captain's Quarters, and I think in here I have Hemingway's Humidor and either First Mate or Admiral's Helm, one of the two. Or maybe I have all three. Maybe I have Admiral's Helm, First Mate, and the others. I'll at least open this up. I was holding on to this, and I will probably open these and just kind of, sniff them throughout the night. But I've been holding. I've had this box a few weeks now. So, one thing I wanted to say about the Calico is it's hard to put a finger on that scent, and I don't usually I shouldn't say I don't usually like. Cologne scents for me are like 50-50. I never know whether I'm going to like them or not, so I don't tend to order them intentionally. It's only when I like a company that I'll take a shot on it. Clint, so that's kudos to you, because I know Admiral's Helm is a cologne scent, and I decided to order it. I usually don't, but it definitely is it's really light and kind of sharp. I almost get I hate saying citrus notes, because then people just start thinking lemon or orange, but it's got that bright kind of sharpness to it. So if you're thinking cologne, definitely a more light kind of vibe in the cologne. Nice. Oh, shimmy. Clint threw me a little bone.
Butter there for you guys right there.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, you got and there's the wax.
The wax melts that JG got. I did not order these. Thank you, Clint. The brandy pear. And someone has a daughter who has a wax melter. Oh,
very nice.
Jimmy. That's going to be awesome.
Have you smelled brandy pear yet?
I have not. I'm about to.
Oh, yeah. Smell that. It's so
Love
good.
That. And as I when I first unboxed my first Captain Stash order, I really love the detail in the packaging and stuff. And, well, in the boxing, it's beautiful when it comes out, but just the labels, a lot of detail. It's, a lot of companies do like a nice, simple black and white label. Some succeed, some fail. I'm going to do this on my own show. I love this corner. I love that rounded swoop out of the corner. I love the compass right here. That goes with that nautical theme, that pirate theme Clint's establishing. And what I really love is, and I see more and more companies doing this, is having the scent profile right on the frickin' label. I dig that. All right. And then we have our main thing. This is Admiral's Helm. This is a cologne scent. This is one of the two new scents that came out. Right? Two, right, Clint, or is it more than two?
Two came out in January.
Yeah. And then your ingredients right there. Booyah. I mean, everything you need, plus the touch of the compass and the little kind of, I know there's a better technical term than spooned out corners, but that's what I think of. Right. There you go.
And I'll talk about that label as well, because he's actually in the chat now. Is Swag. Swag is one of our very first reviews, one of them, and the label, man, it killed him. The original label, and you can thank him for the new design. So.
Nice. That's the thing about Swag, man. He knows how to bring the bad news well, but he isn't going to bullshit you.
Yeah,
he's going to let you know.
I appreciate it very much. We were brand new coming up with what we had. It was just a front sticker. That was it.
Yeah.
It looked just like this. This was it.
Just right there. Okay.
That was it. That's all that went on the bottle. And so, yeah, he got me pretty good on the label. It was good.
The compass has all these on it.
That's what's good. The better reviewers will offer that constructive criticism in a way that the company benefits, and the owner is like, okay, that stung a little, but it's not like he's attacking me. He sees an area I can improve upon, and then we'll make that shift.
We talked a lot about it. Hey, what are your thoughts? And slowly over time, it got to where they are now. And so,
well, Swag, Mike, if you're still out there, brother, good call, because that's one of the first things I noticed when I unboxed was the little flare Clint added on those corners, and it totally just sucked me in. Now, I'm a label logo geek, so some of you guys might be out there like, who cares? What's it smell like? How's it feel? But for me, it's the whole damn experience. I want all of it. I want every last little bit. So when I'm looking at my shelf, I'm like, oh, yeah, there's that little fit. Because I know no other label I have over there has the fit coming out of it.
Yeah, it's like it's cut in there, too. It's not like it's a decorative. Like it's actually, so when you hold the label and you feel it, that curve is in the label. It's not like it's a block fully and that's just like a decorative thing. It really is cut that way.
Yeah, when you spread them out flat, it's like a ticket.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay, yeah. And hopefully you guys in half an hour with Johnny's interview have learned, but Clint is just a good guy. The interactions when I've seen him on a couple different lives, the interactions I've had with him in DMs or him coming in actually into beer therapy before I bought anything as just a fan. He's just a good dude. And you always heard me say, one of the things I will look for in purchasing product is an owner I can believe in or an owner I like. And that will sometimes seal the deal. In this case, it was McMahon that sealed the deal, but that will seal the deal. So if you want to just support a genuine good dude, another reason why to buy some Captain Stash,
I appreciate that, Joe. I do.
All right.
Products are they're good.
Yeah, they're very good. I'm gonna take some snifters on this one in a little bit, but I think before we get into Dirty 930, JG, did you want to talk about anything?
Yeah, I guess we can.
You want to do that? Or you want to just BS for a little bit? I mean, I don't know how you want to do this, brother, because I don't know what you got planned.
Well, all right. So if you follow me on IG, right, I posted a little video that I found, and it kind of ticked me off a little bit. So I decided like I'm not gonna stay quiet anymore. Like whenever a lot of things happen in this community, and Joe will tell you like, I'll turn a blind eye, or like I don't get involved. I don't want to like speak on it or anything like that. Like we have this platform here that we've built over a year of doing it, every freaking week, and it's the perfect opportunity to like address things that have like, that I've noticed, but I haven't done it. I just like, what, let's not. I don't want to bring the drama into all that stuff, but I feel like that in doing this over a year now. Not just Beer Therapy, but like even my own channel and having my own social media platforms, that like I shouldn't let these things just go. Like I feel like since we have a space to talk about things, to build a better community overall, is to shine a light on these people that are that like to poke and prod and subtly name drop and name call and do all these things that just like taint the community. I mean, I know it's not 9:30 yet, and I didn't want to throw the word taint out there, but it's just no other way to describe it. There's no other way to like to say it. We got a group of guys that we like our beards, we take care of it, we talk about the products, it's our hobby and all that stuff. And then like you get those other few that come in and like they see people doing their own stuff, and then they get angry that they're doing their own stuff better than, I don't know, them or whatever. I don't know, but I don't like it. I don't like it, and when I see it, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it onto my Instagram or wherever social media I want to. And I'm going to leave it up to the community to respond to that and just shine a light on the people who, you may not want to associate with, kind of deal. I'm not going to give an opinion. I'm not going to give my thoughts. I'm just going to broadcast it out there, and that way everyone can see it and it'll be put into the forefront. And that's it. I'm not going to go to the person and ask for permission, because I don't fucking need to, and and that's it. I'm not gonna DM the person and say, hey, why'd you do this? No, I'm gonna take what you already said and I'm gonna put it out there, and so the community can see it, and they can move forward how they see fit. And another thing that I want to address that has really, really ticked me off, right, is I'm in a live. Right, I'm in I'm in a live of a bearded community member. They're doing their thing, and all of a sudden you get some I don't know how else to call it, some jackass that comes in with a fake profile. Those fake profile people. They come in and they say a few words, because they don't want to, like, I don't know, come as themselves, and they make up these things, and they start poking and prodding at people at the chat, or they'll go after the people who are the hosts of the show and all that stuff, and like that is just like completely spineless and needs to stop. You taking the time to create an email to make a whole like new profile on Google just so you can come in and say a few words to like start the drama, or start thoughts and balls rolling and stuff like that. Just like come as you are. Like why are you making a fake profile like that is asinine. Like, to make a fake profile, like, if you're gonna talk shit, just be yourself and talk the shit.
That's right.
Devil's advocate, Johnny. What if they can't say it because they've been blocked? The common profile has been blocked.
Then make a new profile with a similar name so people know who you are. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
you're still making a fake you know what I'm saying? You're still making a fake profile. Like, that's just dumb. Like, it's that has annoyed me. That has annoyed me for months now. Because I'll be in a live and I'll see some shit stained fake name come up, and like they'll start talking, and then people will start getting angry, and then all of a sudden, like, there's tension, and people are like, upset. And things like that. It's and they don't know who the person is, and then they're speculating on who's this. And, oh, he sounds like this guy, so he must be this guy. Get the fuck, just come forward. Talk. Be a man and talk.
I had one other question for you, Johnny, because I was going to ask you, but I'm like, screw it. Well, we either don't have to talk about it, and then when I heard you say you're going to talk about something on therapy, I said this at the time. What motivated the decision? You posted something yesterday. That's what brought all of this on, this discussion you're having now. You posted something yesterday, and then you elected to pull it down after a few hours. Why did you pull it down?
I pulled it down because there was like side drama brewing that was taking away from what I was trying to highlight.
Gotcha.
One incident I was trying to highlight. So that way, like, I didn't want like the side stuff to overtake the point that I was
main
trying
issue.
the main meat of the issue. So I took it down, and then going forward, if I do find these things, or if someone sends it to me or whatever, however I obtained it, I'm gonna be posting it, and I'm gonna be turning comments off. So what I want to show will be there for people to see, and then they can go forward with that. So, and that's it.
Now, here's another question of that, because I get why you would want to turn comments off, but do you think that foments more DM stuff when people can't air their grievances publicly? So there'll be more kind of teeth gnashing and backbiting behind the scenes as opposed to do it publicly. And are you okay with that as long as it's not publicly?
Well, it won't bother me in my DMs because I don't talk to a lot of people. Sometimes somebody will DM me, and either I won't accept it because I'm not following them, or if I see that it's like immediately something like stupid, like I delete it. So like that doesn't bother me if I'm getting my DMs, But
right.
If I turn comments off, it doesn't give the opportunity for the person who's guilty of being an ass to go back and forth with other people in the community. So like it keeps it isolated, And I don't worry about my DMs because I handle my DMs like that. So like if it's something I don't want to see, I immediately delete, or or I block or whatever, or I just let it go and I just leave it on red. I don't really care. Same thing with my channel. With my channel, any video that comes up, someone says something stupid, I immediately block them from the channel or delete their comment or whatever. And same thing with this live. If anybody came in and started talking stupid, especially on a fake profile, even if you come in and you're like, oh man, Captain Stash, got an awesome beard oil and stuff, but it's a fake profile, I'll probably block it.
Oh, sorry, I should stop typing that.
No, I'm kidding.
It's fun to watch Johnny drop the hammer. He doesn't do it often, but when he does, he fucking drops the hammer.
Because I don't care. Like, I'm quick with it. I don't care about losing subscribers. I don't care about losing followers. Like, that doesn't affect. Like, doesn't bother me. So like if I see someone being a dick, like I will axe that person. I don't care if they're a follower or subscriber. I don't care if they're subscribers since day one. They're like, no, man. That's it.
There you go.
I feel a little better.
All right. Anybody have any questions in the stream before we move on? It's time for fake profiles. You'd be surprised, Jason.
Yeah. You gotta watch more lives and like. Even go back and see some other lives, and you go and you see the comments and stuff like that. And you'll see every now and then there'll be some person in there, some shit stain that'll come in there with a fake profile and just have like, start going off.
Hard enough keeping up with the one you run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Disney. Bearded Billy, did you post something? It says your thing was retracted. I don't know if you posted something.
He may have retracted himself.
Bearded Billy. Crickets.
So I got something I can say.
Go ahead, Clint.
Off the subject, but this goes to Johnny. So before I sent Johnny his product, the Big Red, I knew he said he's never tried Big Red.
Yeah.
It's a big thing in my house.
Oh.
So I had his Big Red ready to package with his product. And I start doing some other things. I come back, and it's gone. Of course, first thing I do, walk over there, and my youngest son, is just sitting in the couch watching TV.
That's fun.
Like, You didn't even ask. He's like,
You don't leave it unguarded to Big Red in the
I was
house.
just like, Johnny can wait. Enjoy your Big Red.
Especially not in Texas, boy. They got an independent streak down there in Texas. They're going to take what they want. They'll fight wars for that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know you said you resent it, but then like
Yeah.
it didn't come in the package. I was like, oh, maybe you just forgot. And like I don't ask. I'm like, hey, what happened to my like? All
Yeah,
right.
I was gonna send you a DM, and I was like, you know what? I'll just wait. I'll let him know. You can thank my son for that.
I wouldn't open it up and be like, hey, he said he was gonna send this to me. No, never. I would never do that. Like, yeah.
I was like, that makes for a better story, anyways.
That's funny. That's good. Hey, you enjoyed it. Good on him. Funny.
Yeah, it would have been better if you'd have seen his face, because he's like, yeah.
That's funny. Well, Bushido, you seem like a really good guy. I'm glad you landed here. If you're in other lives too, and you're finding similar treatment, that's how most of the people are. You just get these strange blips. And yeah, that is Johnny never. When Johnny said he was going to say something on therapy in the DMs, I'm like, dude, do you have the COVID? I mean, are you running a fever? I mean, because Johnny doesn't even talk to me in DMs about it, right? I'm one of the closest guys to Johnny and vice versa in the community. And I've said it before. If I say something to Johnny where he can tell I'm just sitting on the starters line for drama, I don't do it anymore. But back in the day, back when we were like starting, like Johnny's like, man, he'll say something to like I'm his kid, and he'll just like effectively distract me. He'll throw the shiny object somewhere, and I'll be like, oh yeah, you're right, John. But no, he does. He talks good wisdom. So when he said he was going to say something, I was like, that's it.
Because I don't know. I feel like it's not being a good community member if you don't try to better this space for everybody. When something like dumb happens, like what I posted, like it's just it was. I didn't like it. I didn't like the energy that it was throwing off, even though it was a quote unquote jokingly matter. Like I don't care. Like it just. The tone didn't feel that way. It kind of felt like it felt very negative, even though they were like, "Oh, I'm just joking." No, it didn't feel that way when I heard it initially. So my gut reaction was like, "Fuck that guy," and I'm going after this, and that's it. And I want to post it and I want to show it so people who haven't seen it, because that was the first complaint. Like the first complaint was the numbers are low, and that's another thing too. If you're a content creator, right? And you go live. I go live a lot with my gaming, right? Maybe I have 2 people watching, right? Those 2 people, I'm grateful for those 2 people. I never will ever say like, oh man, I only got 2 people watching me now. How does that make those 2 people feel like? It makes them feel like shit.
Right.
Shit that they're even there. So like, if you're a content creator and you're going live, don't complain about your numbers. You got people watching. Oh my god, I only have 3 people watching me. Oh my, I'm so. Are you fucking serious? Like, fuck out of here.
I mean, that's a good point, Johnny. Like, we'll just use Clint because he's a business, right? If Calico Jack, which by the way will never probably go out of stock, will never be retired. But if Calico Jack isn't selling, Clint's got to make the choice of, hey, do I try something new or do I retire Calico Jack? That's a business decision. Let us all not forget when we started a YouTube channel or an IG account, we had 0 fucking followers or subscribers, correct? And no matter how high that has progressed, you hopefully are still the same fucking person deep down. Right now, I am making film videos, and I am just having a gay old time, and basically I'm making them for about a dozen guys. Welcomus, who's out there, Mick, who's out there, Ron, who's out there. Those are the guys who are, Rob Brennan is out there. Those are the guys who are watching and commenting, and I'm so glad just to have those couple of guys, because film is a passion. I love it, and I want to talk about it. And the guys who, came out and watched my snack videos with Bella, I get it. I had the same hang up at one point with views with United Beards of America, and at some point you either get over it or you don't. But really, guys, come on now. I mean, You know what I mean. Fuck it. I don't want to make Clint feel bad that he hasn't been asked the ice cream question yet, Johnny Grooms.
You want to go to the ice cream question? Well,
it's become a thing for every guest now.
All right. So the ice cream question. I can't believe this has become a thing on the show now. Who's responsible for this? It's James, right? Is James responsible for this question?
It might be. Let's blame him anyway. Fuck him.
He's the one initially active.
Fuck you, James. You are now forever and eternally responsible for the damn shit question, okay? Take that, you rat bastard.
And Clint, you may know, you may know the question. So I'm going to ask you anyway. Would you eat?
It's such a 6th grade question now that we do it. Every time we do it, it sounds like so ludicrous.
Waiting.
Gun to your head.
I love that you have to put that out there.
Because you can't back out of it. You can't just say, I would eat either. Gun to your head. Would you eat shit flavored ice cream or shit that's been flavored like vanilla ice cream?
Ice cream, straight up.
Yeah,
see Clint didn't even need to think. He was all over that. He was playing the hot corner. He took it on one hop and fired the guy out. No issues.
That's right.
Yeah. I still think I'm the only guy that's eating the shit. Just so y'all know, okay?
That's so weird that you would do that.
But don't forget the asterisk. Remember, Roger Maris hit 61 home runs, but he had 8 more games than Babe Ruth. The asterisk is if it's my shit. If it's anyone else's shit, I'm not fucking with that. No, I'm taking the ice cream. But if it's my poop, I know what goes into my system. You damn straight I'll take vanilla-flavored poop rather than poop-flavored vanilla. Who's a nut out there? Y'all are crazy.
You would definitely get sick.
Hey, Mac, you would not get sick, Johnny Grooves.
Have you seen Human Centipede? They got sick.
Look, I don't want to be the fucking guy that's the poop advocate right now, okay? But if it's in your system, you're not going to get sick unless you're already sick, and then you're going to... It's not like the poop magically grows cancer. It's like, if you eat me, I'm going to give you the freaking COVID, okay? No, it's whatever is in your system, brother.
I'm about to Google this now.
I watched Bear Grylls drink his own piss once, and he could barely stomach that. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
And piss is sterile. Piss is actually not bad if you can stomach the taste of it. Mahatma Gandhi, big piss drinker of his own urine.
You get sick eating.
I like that Clint fired back there. Usually we're the ones fired, but Clint gave a nice return serve on that one. That was good. Bearded life, throwing up. Well, at least that I agree. Donald Long, I'm getting sick thinking of either option. Gary Lewis said earlier, why don't we have 1,000 subs yet? And it's questions like these. I appreciate Gary having our back on that one, though.
See, if you ingest your own, you can get viruses like hepatitis A, hepatitis E.
No, that's a lie. I've got a medical degree I don't use. I chose to be a teacher. Oh, by the way, Johnny, I forgot McMahon's wife is in here, so that just completely just deflated my balloon. McMahon, when 9:30 approaches, there's this is the old boys club, damn it.
That's right.
I blame you for that, brother. Holy cow.
It's when you shut the Wi-Fi off to the rest of the house.
Joe's going to get the heps. All right, I stand corrected, but I'm going to further research that because it makes no damn sense. How can something that you eat as a byproduct, how can something that you excrete as a byproduct of what you eat all of a sudden gain a disease that you don't have? I don't get it.
It's because it's in your body already. Like it's in there, and just because you're not sick with it.
But that means you're pooping hepatitis B.
I don't fucking know I don't know how it works.
It just makes, but it's counterintuitive, Johnny. How can I poop hepatitis B if I don't have hepatitis B?
It's according to healthline.com.
Oh, shit. Oh, Healthline. Okay, Johnny.
You're one of those guys, right? I've got a cough. I'm going to WebMD.
Go to the Mayo Clinic, Johnny Grims, at least. Oh, Mrs. Bluegrass is here too. Outstanding. Gentlemen, if you cannot control your women around 9:30, then they get what they get, all right? They get poop-flavored ice cream. They get whatever the hell it goes, the nastiness that goes on around here. I can't, I'm trying to be a gentleman here. This is a discussion I never thought I would hear. Well, that just shows you how loyal Bearded Life is, right? How could he make that comment if he was here on a semi-regular basis, even, Johnny?
Joe,
talk about your fair weather fan.
Bearded Life, Joe. Were you here for the pirate bar question that I asked?
No, he wasn't, Johnny, because I was watching the chat then. He was not here.
Right. Yeah, I asked Clint if he knew what a pirate bar was.
Clint, we have the very not the perpetrator, but we have the channel. It was Bearded Life Joe's brother who uttered those words, and
that's funny.
Oh, the hubby chimed in. Ken chimed in. She was an Army MP, Mrs. Bluegrass. This is lightweight compared to what she used to hear. Okay, I feel better.
Yeah.
And I guess if you're married to Mick, that's a fucking horror show. So you should be able to hear anything. If you're going to stay with that man for decades, Mrs. Mick, we talked about this in the chat earlier.
Oh, yeah. So they're talking about the burger that I had.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
my God, I was mad. I was so mad. I put that everywhere because I wanted Burger King to see it, but they have yet to respond. Which shame on Burger King, because Chipotle responds very quickly when you have something wrong with their order. Although I didn't do it on Twitter, which I probably should have done on Twitter, because we had a thing with Chipotle, and my wife tweeted it, and they were like, "We're gonna give you like 4 free burritos," and we were like, "Hell yeah!" And then so that's how that worked. But Burger King, that burger was awful. You know what? And I didn't think to make the post until like after I finished eating as much as the burger I did eat. I guess as I was eating it, I was getting angry, and I was like, I'm gonna let everybody know this happened to me. But that first initial bite, it was solid. It was a solid mass of meat that I had thrown into the garbage. It was like I couldn't even chew it. And then I powered through the middle and as much as I could. And whatever I didn't eat, I left behind. But yeah, Burger King has they fucked that up really badly, and they did not respond at all to my complaints. So I would never order. I'm never gonna get a Impossible Whopper from them ever again. The only thing I'm gonna get is their French fries because my kids eat the French fries. That's why. The only reason why I get a Burger King is because my kids eat the French fries, and they have apple juice. My kids like apple juice and French fries, so it's like a reward for them whenever they're good.
Now, Johnny, is that Burger King wide or just your local Burger King that's close to you?
Burger King, because they failed. They did not respond with an apology or anything, even though I probably put them on blast and showed that video and how bad that burger was. I feel like it's bad customer service coming from Burger King. I know because Burger King is big and they get a lot of complaints probably because every entity and every store is a private chain in a sense. You know what I mean? Like it's privately owned, but it's a chain in Burger King. So but I still feel it's bad customer service on Burger King part for not even saying anything about it. Take that for what you will. But,
now this is the scary damn thing. Okay, when you do a live with someone once a week, it's like I'm a long lost cousin of Johnny's. Okay, because I remember when Burger King released the fucking Improbable Burger or whatever it's called, JG was hot in line because he made a video of it and posted it to his channel. And then a few weeks later, you went to Dunkin and they had the Impossible sausage, and the guy was wearing the T-shirt. I remember that story too, and that wasn't good for you because he was an idiot.
Yeah, he had no idea what I was talking about, but he's wearing a shirt that said.
Ask me about the shit I don't know about, please. Hey, Clint, can you tell me about your Carrier blend? No, I can't, actually. I have no fucking clue. Read the label. It's on there. That's what that is.
The guy's wearing a shirt that says Impossible Sausage. And I asked him, I was like, oh, when is that? Is that available? When is that? He's like, what are you talking about? And I said,
see, but that shirt could have took you in so many different directions, though.
He's like, yeah, no idea what I was talking about. And I'm like, you're wearing the shirt. It says Impossible.
Oh, shit. Clint fits right in. That was Clint's first therapy comment.
When I called KFC to ask them if they had the meatless chicken, right? Because some KFCs have, I forget what it's called. I don't think it's called Beyond Chicken. It's some other brand. But when I called my local KFC and asked them if they had it, they knew exactly what I was talking about. And it was just like, yeah, it's just not it's not in the East Coast yet. It's in California and it's in the UK and all that. It's not here. But they knew what the fuck I was talking about. Like they knew what I was talking about. Dunkin' Donuts had no idea what I was talking about, yet he's wearing the shirt that says Impossible Sausage on it. like, yeah, that still gets me to this day. You had to bring that up, right? You put the ripcord on the freaking lawnmower here. Man, that got me. Man.
The whole reason I brought it up is because you made me watch a video of a dude fucking power washing his driveway and then had the audacity to show me how many thousands of views that fucking got. I'm sweating like a Chinese fucking sweatshop making a UBA episode, and this dude is whipping out a hose and going in patterns over his driveway, and he's got how many fucking thousand views? Oh, did that piss me off?
Yeah.
Oh, did that piss me off?
Yeah, little things like that get me mad too. Like, you know,
That's all.
the dumb shit. You know what? It gets me really mad is when they take slime and they cut it with a knife. It's like 14 million views.
Man,
really?
It's so funny, and I don't rag on anybody about their views because content creators, that's what you strive for, viewers. Yeah. But it's always funny to hear the complaints about views. I should be getting more views because then I'll walk into my son's room and he's watching some game that I've never heard of in his life, and it's got 50,000 viewers.
Yeah,
while he's live, and I'm just like,
yeah,
it's amazing.
Those guys pull they pull hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's per stream and stuff like that. They'll get, you know, what we call super chats here on YouTube, but they get like whatever it's called on Twitch and other platforms and stuff like that. They get, it's obscene how much money they get pouring in. Yeah. If you think about it, if you got like 100 or even up to like 2,000 viewers, and they're throwing $1 here, $5 here, just continuously, it's like that shit adds up over the end of the night.
Oh yeah,
you know, even with the cut that the website takes, it's still like, damn, man.
Like, Johnny, I just wanted to say, I guess I didn't order the Hemingway's humidor, which is good. That means I can go back. I just cracked the First Mate. Now, this is the one I was holding off on because even though I liked the scent profile, it was so simplistic that I was like, am I going to really, you know, here's me with my big balls and thinking that I've smelled everything, right? 2 scents, oak moss and sandalwood. Oh. I just fired this thing up. If you like dark, kind of like a medium dark kind of scent that just has that earthy feel to it, to me, the oak moss is way out in front of the sandalwood. Clint, this is a nice scent. I really enjoy this scent. Don't let the basic, quote unquote, 2 scent profile fool you. This is a really nice little job here. This first Mate. All right. So that means everything I've tried. Now, I'll be honest. I didn't try Castaway because I'm not that coconut, you know, marimba, steel drum kind of dude. All right. So I know my scent bias, and I'm not going to buy something that I may not like. But everything I bought that I thought I'd like has been a hit for me from Captain Stash. Hemingway Humidor, which is a tobacco vanilla, which I usually wouldn't buy because so many people do them. But again, if I trust an owner, I'll go for something like that. And I'll do this second one quick. Now, this is Admiral's Helm, real quick. We'll do this because we're right at Dirty 930, okay? Here's your scent profile. All right? Grapefruit, lemon, peppercorn. You had me at peppercorn. Ginger, vetiver. You had me there at vetiver. Frankincense. Love that too. Tonka bean. Love that too. One of the things that's so weird when you see like a 2 scent profile like First Mate, and then you see something like this, or even something like Calico, which was an earlier scent. You know, it's like Clint is like vibing. He's like, that's good. It's got 7. That's good. It's got 2. You know, whatever smells good, it smells good, right?
That's right.
Oh, very fresh cologne. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely pick up. I do not pick up that vetiver. That's what I was sitting on. The ginger and the lemon. Definitely what's forward.
So warm it up and tell me what you think.
Okay.
So people are asking what the carrot oils are.
I've got them right here. I'll save Clint the work. Squalane, sweet almond, jojoba, broccoli seed, argan, sunflower.
Come on. There we go.
Ooh. Now here's what's interesting, Clint, because we just talked about Calico Jack, and both Calico Jack and this have pepper. That's one of the, or peppercorn, one of the two. And I'm a sucker for pepper. If I see pepper, I'm going to buy that scent usually.
So pink pepper and calico and peppercorn and Admiral's Ham.
There you go. They both have a citrusy kind of vibe to them. The Calico, compared to the Admiral's Helm, way more muted, way more kind of sitting in the back seat. The Admiral's Helm is riding shotgun. Definitely get that lemon. It's not the only thing I get. There's a nice complex blend there, but that lemon's like, yes, I'm running shotgun. In fact, I'm going to order the burger that Johnny doesn't want. You don't order for me, driver. I'm going to say something. But there's some complexity behind that lemon. Not a scent I would usually wear every day, but as cologne scents go, it's a cologne scent that's a nice cologne scent for me.
And that's what we were shooting for there is a cologne scent.
Yeah.
Because it's not, I'm not a cologne guy,
Yeah.
I'm a beard butter guy. And I smell that when I want to smell good, well, you get what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
A night out, something like that.
What's, to me, the Admiral's Helm has kind of a little more body to it than perhaps the Calico Jack. The Calico Jack feels almost kind of light and airy, the Admiral's Helm has a little more oomph to it, so it kind of wears that cologne title a little bit better, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and Mick's right, too, in his comment. You'll notice over time that lemon will kind of mellow out, and because to me, it's very upfront, and over time, it's really will start blending.
Nice. Yeah, this first mate warmed up. Nice. Yeah. Of the two that I just bought, I would select the first mate, but I'm a darker, earthier, woodsier scent kind of dude. That's who I am.
I love that because that's most people I feel like would go Admiral's Helm over first mate.
Yeah.
And
I've heard a lot of positive things for Admiral's Helm, Clint. Everything I've heard is said it's nice.
I'm with you, though. I wear first mate more than I do Admiral's Helm. But, again, it's because it's cologne.
Mm-hmm. But either one, really nice. If of the two cologne scents I've tried, I'm going with Calico Jack over Admiral's Helm for me personally.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm not the cologne scent guy, right? Go seek out the guy who has tried. Well, let's ask Mick. Mick, Admiral's Helm or Calico? Which one are you taking, brother? Because I know Mick has tried out a bunch. Yes, Mrs. Bluegrass. Ask Mr. Bluegrass to look into that Admiral's Helm. It comes out with lemons of fire.
She's gonna be like, you got to order Captain Stash like right now. She's gonna tell him. He's like, I guess I'm ordering Captain Stash.
Mick says Clint knows that one. What's his answer, Clint?
Actually, Mick, I don't know. I've heard both ways from Mick.
I'm gonna go without looking at the chat right now. I'm just looking at you two. I'm gonna say Mick's gonna say Calico.
I'm gonna say he's gonna say Admirals, but
oh, nice! You give him that Admiral tester. I don't know. Let's see. Calico, bro. Oh. But Captain's Quarters over both.
Okay.
Wow.
Captain's Quarters. That's the bourbon one, right,
Yeah,
Clint?
yes.
That's another deep, robust one. I'm with Mick here. I'm gonna take Captain's Quarters. That's my favorite Captain Stash set of the four I have because it's so deep and robust and well-rounded. And it's got that bourbon. Give me that scent profile again, Clint.
And I'll tell you, the Captain's Quarters was our very, very first scent ever. And so I'm going to pull it up because I'm going to tell you wrong if I don't.
I'm on the site now. How long before Caribbean coconut soap comes back into stock?
It shouldn't be long at all. We've actually got some curing right now.
Okay.
So,
Because right now I have all
I'll say
the soaps.
Probably 3 weeks because we just took it out.
Okay.
And
I have all the soaps in my shopping cart now. I'm going to get some soap.
Well,
Soap shopping right now.
I'll tell you what. I've got a bar sitting in there of Castaway, or not, of Caribbean Coconut, that was going to somebody else. So if you do that, it's yours.
Nice. And Johnny, I felt his soaps. They're like a hockey puck, brother. You could use them like a weapon. They are dense and they are big.
Nice.
Yeah, they're going to last. I haven't cracked them open yet. I'm waiting to crack one open, but they are dense and nice.
So I'm going to read you because I love our descriptions of our scents. We work a long time on these. So this is my description. This is coming from the website of Captain's Quarters. This is why I didn't just blurt it off. But the scent of Captain's Quarters is a masculine fragrance with notes of jasmine, Italian bergamot, vanilla, bourbon, Scotch whiskey, cigar, cedar, leather, and musk. It's specifically for the captain who prefers a luxurious snifter of Scotch and a rich leather chair and a Cuban cigar next to a crackling fire.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You got all those things in there. And I'm going to tell you, jasmine, that's cool, man, because I don't get that. And I love jasmine. Jasmine's one of those florals I absolutely adore. That is definitely for the guy who like that. So you got two liquors, right? You got a Scotch and a bourbon.
Correct.
You got the tobacco, you got the leather, and all of that mixes perhaps with some of those other notes that Clint mentioned at the beginning, those couple of notes that Clint mentioned at the beginning. It's just a really rich, well-rounded, masculine, as he said, but deep, dark kind of scent. If that's who you are, definitely go with that one because it's probably the boldest, darkest, most masculine of the ones I've tried. And I've tried almost all of them now, Clint, so it might be for your whole line. I haven't tried.
And you talked about this earlier. You shied away from Castaway.
Mm-hmm.
So don't let that fool you either because it's not a tropical scent.
Good. Speak some more, yeah.
It's coconut. It's got coconut and lemon in it, but it's followed by the jasmine, golden amber, and tonka.
Oh, that's right. I had that freaking tonka in
it. The way I picture it is, and this is how it kind of comes to mind, and you're gonna laugh because this is how I associate our scents with our names. Somebody that's been on a beach, they're not fruity, you know what I mean, or marooned on an island, they're not fruity. It's a darker scent. That amber really comes out with that coconut, and it's a coconut but with a darker tone to it. And so that tonka bean and that amber bring it from that typical, what I would picture a fruity drink,
Okay. Yeah, because that's what I try to avoid, Clinton. Because once you get too much of that coconut, you're in that fucking, do you like pina? You're in that vibe, right?
It is coconut forward, though.
Okay.
It really is. So if you're not a coconut fan, then I would say don't do it. But
see, I would like it as a soap more than a beard. And I know you have coconut soap. That's where I would like it.
We do, yeah.
So we got Johnny is working a chat right now. We got some chat about this. Rob says he loves some tonka bean. I need some retail therapy. I
was ordering some Captain Stash here. I got another combo and all the soaps that I can get. And yeah.
Clint, Pete White says the Caribbean teakwood soap is amazing.
Yeah.
Most of us already start to get at least a minor chubby when you say teakwood. Most of us dudes, the blood starts flowing. You say teakwood, and that blood starts flowing south.
Teakwood is good.
Caribbean teakwood has almost been in our beard line so many times. And it's so hard for me not to put it in our beard line because, again, I go back to that. I want to keep some of them diverse. It's I don't know. But can I plug one thing?
Oh, of course. That's why you're here, brother. You say what you want.
So for you guys for Valentine's Day, this will go up on February 1st. But my wife just made this. And so Valentine's Day soap.
Oh, it's a little heart.
Yeah, I put in the chat to check out your IG post today because I saw that soap, Clint, and I saw that heart and that blend of red and cream, and I'm like, go check that out, dude. That is looking amazing.
Yeah. That's her bar. She set aside for her, but we'll have it's gonna be very limited. We only did one loaf of it, so we're talking like 15 bars, but.
Now, I didn't see a scent profile on your post. Can you release a scent profile on that?
It is. It's fruit punch.
Oh, that's right. That was the name of it. That's right. My bad.
The soap is called Punch Drunk Love.
Johnny Grooves, go to his IG while you're messing around with the computer, please, and pull that up for all the guys to see. Because it's a beautiful picture of this soap bar. That heart is just, it's a little thing, but it's kind of like those scooped out borders. That heart fucking caught my eye, and I'm like, what do you do with it? Do you eat it? Do you protect it? You know, I don't want that heart popping off when I'm doing one of these kind of.
It's all soap, bro. Hearts with soap and everything.
Hold on.
Nothing manlier than me pouring little heart soaps.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Doesn't that just look at that swirl on the top? That just looks gorgeous. That heart there. And Clint said it's fruit punch. Fuck me.
Wow,
fruit punch.
I know they're hearts, but they look like little butts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what I thought. I was like, let's put asses on our soap.
Little booties.
Johnny Sigmund Freud would enjoy you. Yeah. That's one of those. If I wasn't already stocked to the gills on soap, that's one I would be all over. Because I love me some fruit punch, man.
I'm definitely gonna get that. Because fruit punch. I'm not letting anybody use that. That's mine.
Yeah. Disney, let me see what's that's yours. I need some retail therapy to make me feel better. I did see that, Disney. I didn't know because I know you work retail. I didn't know if that's what you meant or you meant like buying it. Make it
go to the website. We have it all shared up.
Ron said he saw it good. Just recently heard about him, Jeff. They're a good little company. I know Jeff tries very few companies. I know that about Jeff. Oh, a little further up before that. Okay, Disney. What's everyone's opinion on their butter? I'm going to get some tonight. Just curious. Johnny Grooms was talking about their butter in the green room, and then I'll add my thoughts.
The butter. Here, I'll stop. Oh well, actually, we could probably just do it right here for you. Your products and beard oil, beard butter. The beard butter is like a beard butter that I haven't encountered before. So let me I'll just get it right in there. It's a super dense, right? Let me show it right here.
We'll double team this one, JG.
Super dense butter, right? But it's very light at the same time. So like this is me pushing my finger really in there.
Yeah.
Like hard. I'm pushing hard in there. It's a dense butter, super lightweight, so it gets on your hands like my finger like that right there. Put it in hand there, and it kind of just like gets a little white, but then it gets clear at the same time. And absorbs into the skin very well. Not a lot of residue, of course, which I'm a huge fan of. If you ever see my reviews, I always show my hands after applying the beard products, just to show like what your hands are gonna look like after you're done putting it in beard and everything like that. Absorbs really, really well.
And that was a big thing for me with the oil too. Was I didn't want that oil to, and not only that, but that the phone. When you use your phone after you've put products in.
Yeah.
Just trying to limit that as much as possible.
And so, that's what I was trying to, say without saying in my reviews. So, I always use the term, if you go back to using paperwork, because, when I was, at my desk job, I would go to the bathroom and put my beard products in. Sometimes I would just leave and not wash my hands, and then I would touch a form. And I'm like, oh shit, my thumbprint's on there. So then I have to make a new form because I'm not going to send this out to a parent if I have my thumbprint on it. Nobody wants to get a letter with fingerprints on it. So that's why I say that, because that has happened to me. But yeah, the same thing when you use your touch screen on your phone and all that stuff, you get all you get that haze, that weird, beard product haze and stuff like that. So, but yeah, the butter, it's thick, dense, and super light at the same time.
Yeah, it's the weirdest damn thing. I was telling Clint this in the green room because I don't get to wear as much. My wife isn't working right now, so I don't get to wear product as much because she gets migraines. Well, she's upstairs, and I knew Clint was coming on, so I said, well, shit, let's dive into some Captain Stash butter. Now, I've only worn Calico Jack twice before, and I've only worn the butter once. So I did. My chin has come back in. I shaved my chin around No Shave November. I dug in real deep, And when I started warming it up, it reminded me of, for those who've seen it, of the Scuba Old Spice video, because it was just like turning white all over my hands. And I'm literally sitting there thinking like, oh shit, this guy's coming on our show tonight. I'm not going to have to say something. And as I'm thinking that, it turns from this white cold cream kind of thing into the kind of slippery, oily, that, you know, feeling that we know with the beard. And what freaked me out is, because I'd taken so much, is like Johnny was saying, once I got it in there, and my beard is short, you know, it's short compared to a lot of you guys. And I did my thing. It was amazing to me how much of it came off of my hands after being so white, and me thinking that I wouldn't be able to break it down, you know, 20 seconds earlier, how it just kind of went whoop right out of it. You know, so there's creator secrets going on here. But once again, here's a look.
Yeah.
It's got that fluffiness of a whipped, but it's not quite whipped, because you can see the density. Like, I'm pushing. You can see how it furrows up. I'm pushing my finger, so it's not going all the way to the bottom if it were a true whipped. But when you feel it, it's nice and soft. It doesn't have the firmness of a total port. All right? You're putting your finger in, and you're getting this weird kind of combo, and it makes the beard feel awesome. It feels cool and very, very, and I'm digging it really, Clint, because I felt I've been kind of on beard prison the last 6 months because my wife's been around and the masks and everything. So to get a chance to do this, it's like I'm luxuriating. It's like I've let the man boobs out and I don't give a damn who sees them. All right, baby? Just see my boobies. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, shit.
It's very light too, on the same thing.
It's totally. That's good. I'm glad you said that, JG, because it felt so heavy on my hands when I was doing the breakdown.
Yeah.
And then you get it in there, and it's just like, well, where the hell did it go? You know?
Yeah. Even in tin, it's like, it's just very light, very light. There's some butters that you feel like the weight, you know, in the tin when you hold it. And then there's butters like this that feel virtually like weightless. Like, it's just the weight of the tin itself. Like, the product's not weighing it down or anything like that. Very good butter. Very, very good.
Yeah. Oh, Devin's in the house. Code, have you gotten your smell and your taste all the way back yet? Code's been rocking this COVID or at least the after effects of it for quite many weeks.
Jeez.
And he's a young man and an athlete. Oh, look at him, the little bastard. What's up, Grandpa Chris? Look, you know what? Chris can fight his own battles, but we are all middle-aged or older men up here. All right? So you better just watch a young man. Oh, okay. Well, Chris started for. All right. I will step back if Chris is going to start that shit first. Fair enough. I stepped back, Code. My bad. I didn't realize Chris started that shit first.
So, like, yeah, I want to ask you. I didn't ask you. I haven't asked you at all. Would you? Are you going to go to the Disney meetup over there in Florida?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah,
you talking to Clint?
I don't know anything about a meetup.
I'm talking to you, Joe.
Am I going to Florida?
Yeah.
From fucking Pennsylvania? Oh, by the way, Johnny, in the year and almost year and a half that we've been doing this, I don't fucking fly, brother. I just don't. I'm like John Madden. Oh, no, I'm like John Madden. I want 4 wheels on the tarmac, baby, all right? Here's my theory on flying, okay? Because while I do have acrophobia, fear of heights, that's more of like if I'm standing on a high place and my nuts shrink up into me. But my fear of flying, my fear of flying is too many other people, and don't hit me with the statistics, how it's safer than driving, I know. Too many other people had to have a good fucking day. If that mechanic decided that he, while trying to hit on the 18-year-old waitress, just got fucked up on some gin or something, I don't want him working on my plane, but I don't get to decide that, all right? So I just let me be in control of the 4 rubber wheels on the ground, and I'm okay. So no, I am not going to Florida. It's about a 24-hour drive from where I live because we've driven to Disney World once, and I'm not fucking doing it again.
Oh my God. Yeah, if I get my vaccine, I'll fly over there. It all depends on if I get it. That's the only way I'll be allowed to go. That's the only way I'll be allowed to go. My wife was like, you can't go unless you get that vaccine. I'm like,
I'm jealous, man. I'll tell you what, though, and I don't know that I can hit Clint. I think we get near. If COVID's okay, our plan this year is to do Austin, San Antonio, Corpus Christi. All right? Because my wife is a seasheller, and I know South Padre Island has a lot of good seashells. And I want to try Austin because I hear it's a great town, and San Antonio has a lot going on. And I know that's getting kind of west, but Lubbock's a little more west and northern, isn't it, Clint?
Yeah, we're right at the base of the Panhandle.
Okay, right. So, but let me tell you, there are a fuck ton of beard companies or dudes in Texas.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's a big ass state, but I'm from California, and there are way more Texans than there are Californians in this community. Let me tell you that.
We can go like this. Just in the town I live in, Lubbock, or I'm just outside of Lubbock. We have Lubbock's 250,000 people.
Okay.
One of the smaller cities of Texas, but just in Lubbock that I know of, 5 beard companies.
Wow. They don't. You always hear they always go big in Texas, man. They don't fuck around in Texas, boy. I tell you, some of my favorite companies are located in Texas. I can count 3, and Clint, you're among those. 3 of my favorite companies are in fucking Texas, man. And then you get a state like Cali. Can we name outside of Beard Coast and maybe 1 or 2 others? Cali is not dripping with beard companies, but Texas is.
I'll support my local guys. You got me, of course, Horn Toad, who you seen the other night.
Yep.
Beard Sons, Beard Co.
Oh yeah, they're newer, but yes,
they're
seen them.
10 minutes away from me. There's another local company called West Texas Beard, and then
Don't know them.
There's another it's just local only, and I honestly can't even tell you their name because they don't ever do anything. But I say I'd support them, but I don't know their name off the top of my head now. But there's 5 right there just from Lubbock. So
That's crazy. I think I did 30 reviews, not counting Instagrams, 30 reviews on my YouTube channel, Clint, before I hung it up. 4 or 5 of them were Texas companies.
yeah,
You know, so that's and that wasn't intentional. That's just the way it fucking worked out based on what I bought. So 1/6 of my total review count was Texas companies. And Texas is well represented, and there's a lot of talent going on down in the Lone Star State, brother.
it's cutthroat.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not on your side. Yeah, because I know how it is just amongst in general. But yeah, there's definitely some dudes out there.
As a company trying to get in locally with all the businesses, you walk in, you just see the other guys, you just turn and walk out. You know.
Yep.
All right, so, Clint, I'll let you, announce it. Do you want to? You send me a private message. Do you want to? Announce it and like?
No, just go for it. Go butter and oil combo giveaway.
So we got to give.
Actually, we'll change that one more. We'll do butter, oil, and a bar soap.
Ooh,
Butter,
nice.
Bar soap
of your choice on the site. So
okay, cool. So butter, oil, and bar soap of choice giveaway tonight. All right, so this is how we do.
Thank you, Clint.
We'll do random number generator because it's the easiest thing, and it's it's that time. So all right, with random number generator, only enter once. Okay, I'm gonna say this nice and slow so this registers. Nice. Only enter once. Wait for the dots that I put up to go. The number range is gonna be Devin. Devin does this every time. The boy just don't listen. I don't know why.
He's feeling it. He must not have the COVID, Johnny. He's feeling it.
You don't even know the number range. How do you know it's going to be 1 to 10? You have no idea.
Well, he had the audacity also to put, asterisk the Nile because of your 5th grader debacle that night, which only I can call you on how you fucked up that
long
night.
ago, and that is not the right answer. But I'm not gonna go down that road. But anyway,
yeah, fair enough.
Wait for the dots. The number range is only answer once, okay? And wait for the dots. The number range is from 10 to 20. 10 to 20, enter once, and go.
Wait for the dots. There are the dots. Gabagool. You fucks.
Oil.
I'm trying to think of New Jersey phrases. Taylor ham.
You can just arbitrarily yell out Taylor ham.
By the way, this Tuesday, United Beards of America, New Jersey, guest hosted by whatever where I'm pointing, Johnny Grooms coming at you. Do we got a winner, Johnny? We got people going under the 10.
Yeah, I know.
Well done, Ken.
All right, stop. We have a winner. Okay, let me just make sure it's the first.
I don't know if they learn them in Kentucky the same way they learn them everywhere else, because Ken was in the single digits there.
This is the first.
Fingers he's got.
This is the first time giveaway is done in one shot. This is great. I fucking love it. All right, I should do the number range but more often. All right, so a lot of people have guessed this number too, so I just have to make sure this is the first one.
I'm scrolling and looking. I'm trying to predict.
Okay, yeah, I see that. And that matches up.
Oh, I see what number. I see. I'm predicting it's someone that I'm very close to in the spirit community.
So
based on what you've said.
Number 12.
Number 12!
Right.
Now, where did he show up? Rob Acker! Hey! Look at that. Yeah. Rob Acker, if I could be so bold, since you and I know each other a little bit, brother, I think that Captain's Quarters is right up your alley, brother. I think that's the kind of scent that you would like. But you won the giveaway, man. You do what you want.
It's bar soap and oil and butter right there.
Yeah, congrats, Rob.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'd love to hear his feedback too.
Me too.
So
I'm glad you won it, Rob. I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Congratulations. Wow, that giveaway was done so smoothly.
Well, we have 35, Johnny, and you kept it till 10, so you kept it to the number range to 10, so I think it worked really well.
Yeah. Usually, we do a giveaway, and it's I gotta pull numbers 3 or 4 times. So
yeah, James, it is awesome. Back in the day when Rob and I were reviewers, we could recommend shit to each other, and now we're too damn stubborn to. Rob might say something, I'm like, yeah, whatever, old man. And he's going to say to me, yeah, whatever, older man. It's always one of the greatest experiences. I always say you're buying community when you buy a beard product. Because when I hear Johnny Grooms or Beard Swag or Bluegrass Bearded, or when I hear my boys, all my guys, Mo the Beard Shark, whoever's got it, I'm like, well, damn, I want to try that if they're all digging it. So you're buying the sense of belonging in there. So it's nice when guys can have a sense of that belonging. So thanks again, Clint. Appreciate it, man.
I can blame you for making me spend a lot of money.
Well, hopefully it was well spent, JG. I can only say for how here's what I will say though. I'm still hyping that Kingston. Thanks, Chris. Even though Gary is just a fucking bonehead, but Disney Beardsman got some Kingston as a result of my reaction to it, and he loved it. So sometimes I'm spot on, maybe not all the time there. All righty. So we're at 10 o'clock. We're halfway into Dirty 930. I think we've done it. Hey, by the way, next week, the one and only Mick Man will be online with us. It's going to be a good show. I've heard there might be a thing or two in the works. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, yes.
Listen, as long as you don't revisit, right? The animal crackers.
The great animal cracker debate.
Clint, I'm going to tell you something. That's game, set, and fucking match, brother. Me, all right? I am Martina Navratilova. I am Roger, and I don't even like tennis. I'm Roger Federer. I win that competition. The only reason I keep humoring Mick is because I realize when you are brought up in the narrowed confines of a state like Oklahoma, maybe a cow is a cool thing at the circus. If you're a little more worldly, a cow is what brought the circus train to the circus, okay? It's a beast of burden. It's not a main attraction.
Here, I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see that.
Uh-oh. What's that?
What's that say? Oklahoma. Now hold on. I'm trying to do my thinking here, Clint, because I have a decent knowledge of Texas geography due to wrestling and other things. But now Lubbock is that's Texas Tech area, isn't it? That's right. You're a Red Raider.
Yep.
Okay. So in Mahomes is from Texas Tech, is he not? Yeah.
That's correct.
And Bobby Knight, that's where he last coached basketball, was at Texas Tech, right?
Correct.
Yeah, Texas Tech. So it's not quite Texas A&M, and it's not quite Texas U, but Texas Tech definitely, and it's got the coolest name of the three of those, the Red Raiders. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. They got the dude with the, or at least the logo I'm thinking of, the dude with the hat and the mask. He's a badass looking son of a bitch.
We suck at football, but basketball we rule. So.
Yeah, I remember growing up, Texas Tech in the old SWC was always the small guy.
Yeah, I'm a huge Tech basketball fan.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Clint, I don't know how big a wrestling fan you are. How close are you to Amarillo?
We're just under 2 hours away from there.
Okay, so you're in kind of Funk neighborhood because the Funks were out of Amarillo. And if I remember correctly, Lubbock was a big Funk area.
Yeah, so Funk was, but I grew up with the Von Erichs.
Ah, of course you did, man. Of course you did. That was you had America's team. As much as I hated being a Viking fan, you had America's team in Dallas in the late 70s and early 80s, and you had America's first family of wrestling in the same time frame with the fucking Von Erichs, baby.
No,
Yes, you were.
I can remember going to Lubbock as a kid, watching them in little Civic Center wrestling matches.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's cold in my basement.
Tragic things that happened to that family because
was.
That was before Vince, did the move in and started taking all the territories, arguably one of the hottest, if not the hottest territory in the land, man. And of course it's in Texas. You're going to get all that support. I just know that I love, and we're not going to get into a lot of wrestling talk, but we got a Texas boy here from West Texas or close to West Texas. I don't know if it's technically West Texas.
We call it West Texas. So
okay.
Not far West Texas, but you got West Texas and then it's El Paso.
Right. El Paso is where my grandma's from, so that's what I think of as West Texas. But we have the Von Erichs boy. If you're old enough like me and a little younger, I think like Clint, that was the shit come the early 80s and mid 80s in the wrestling game, baby. When it was still territories. Johnny Grooms, you've got half of your fucking Hitman outfit on, brother. What's going on?
It's cold in my basement.
You got the Scully thing going there. Johnny Grooms is cereal.
My basement is cold.
All right, let me check the chat.
Beer product stays fresh. All my beer products stay fresh down here because it's so freaking cold down here.
Man, if people are asking me questions too, I haven't even been looking at chat, so I apologize to everybody.
No, it happens, man. We are co-hosts, and sometimes we don't. Unless what was nice about the last 2 weeks, and I don't know about Johnny, but I didn't let Johnny speak for an hour and a half, and I try not to speak for the first hour today, but allow me to pay attention to the chat more than I usually do. And it's good to be able to do that. I'm just catching up. Nobody wants your advice, Joe. You're vintage. James Pershing, I say this with the smallest bit of love. Fuck off. All right, let's just go with that. All right. I'm so jealous of Clint's stash right now, Andrew J. Yeah, Clint does. Clint's got that. You know what Clint's got? Clint's got that fucking classic 19th century stash that sits right above the beard. It doesn't blend into the beard. It sits on the beard like, fuck you, beard. I'm the one in command here. And it just sits right on there. Some guys can pull that off. I can't. But I love that stash that sits on the beard like it's owning the beard. I concur. I dig Clint's stash.
I'm going to grow out my mustache now.
And when you have that salt and pepper kind of vibe too, I think it always helps too to have. Because if you're, go ahead, Clint.
I've tried growing this out to the curls,
Yeah.
And I get to a point where I'm just like, F this.
I'm always trimming them up. My wife doesn't want it to go too long here because she wants to, not be prickled when she's kissed. And I don't like it too high up here because it starts poking inside my nose and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about my stash. I'm all about this.
This is about it. Just enough where I can part it just enough.
Yeah.
To go. But,
yep.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to shave my entire beard but leave the mustache.
Oh, man. I cut my beard a few months ago. We had to for work. And that was a sad, sad day.
No, I'm with you, man.
I
didn't. Go ahead, Clint.
You've ever seen it before, but I was 10 inches.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. No, I hadn't seen it that long, Clint.
I cut it down to a 4 guard all over. And
Jeez.
so,
Yeah, I had good growth going. I was like down to here, but I had to shave it. I had to trim it back because I was going to the hospital, and like my wife's a nurse, so she's like, if you're gonna go to the hospital, because I had to, my sister was passing away, so I had to go to the hospital. So she's like, if you're gonna go to the hospital, you have to wear the mask properly. Like, there's no cloth mask or anything like that. You have to wear like the right mask, and you have to wear it properly. So like I had a full beard, and like she put the mask on and she cinched it tight, but she's like, do you still feel air coming in to the from the bottom? And I was like, yeah. And she said, you gotta trim that beard then. You gotta trim it so it gets underneath, and then you can cinch it.
See, that was us work.
You
and
know,
so surprisingly, I found a mask on Etsy of all places that comes back up under, and so it's not necessarily the tarp, but it surpasses my work. So my beard 100% changed my career path. Well, my beard didn't, but I say it did. So I was a paramedic, and when they said it's time to shave for COVID, time to move.
No shit, man. No shit.
Yeah.
So that's recent, man. That is recent.
I've been. They made them shave about the time I guess it was about 4 months ago when things got real serious.
Yeah.
And
because I know Texas was taking some hits over the summer. Texas was hot.
I'll say that and just overall health got me off my truck, and so just back issues and things like that. After a couple of back surgeries, you start really thinking about it. And so I moved from the field to dispatch. Which, hey, I love it. I go to work. I get to eat when I want to. I get to go to the bathroom when I want to. I get to leave on time. And so I can't.
By the way, unsung heroes of the past 8 months are those EMS guys. Sorry, EMT guys.
Yeah.
You hear about the doctors and nurses, but these are the guys getting people from point A to point B.
Man. I'll tell you, these guys that do it for us, it's I couldn't imagine doing it. I don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just watching them suit up for every single call on their Tyvek suits, and So, but no, I was a paramedic for 13 years on the truck, and then just hit my 1 year anniversary in the dispatch office. So.
Nice.
Now, Clint, for those of us not in the EMS field, the truck would be the ambulance?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know an Andrew J? He was the one who said something kind about your beard and then said Red Raiders with an exclamation point. Do you know old Andrew J out there in the comments? He's either a fan of yours or Captain Stash, or he's from your area, but he said a couple.
I know I've got two guys in here, but he does not ring any bells. No.
Okay.
If he does, I'm missing it. I'm sorry, but no, I just seeing the picture, it's not ringing bells.
All righty.
But hey, thumbs up. So
Eric Kennedy is just, Eric Kennedy has gone 2 weeks straight of busting my balls, Johnny Grooms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think he's keyed into this whole thing about me not liking the word vintage. And the fact that another beer company
he's like a real fan because like he follows like your life.
Yes. Cool. Back in March and April, Clint, when I was all online and Johnny wasn't working because he had been told he doesn't need to drive a bus because of the COVID, we would do 6, 8, 10 hour. I don't know. They were real fucking long lives. Okay. Yeah, and we would have 3 people watching, and one of them was Eric Kennedy. And we would throw a shout out like, oh shit, did Eric fall asleep? And you'd see some like little text like, no, I'm right here. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Johnny and I are doing this shit just cause. What are you doing? So Eric Kennedy has always earned my love. It's why I call him Ripken, because he is our Iron Man. He has lasted the long time. But even an Iron Man can wear a little thin if he's going to bust my balls for 2 weeks, Eric. So just letting you know that ice is starting to crack a little bit. You're not plunging into the lake yet, brother. But you're hearing that, that's coming, Eric, all right? Just so you know.
Hey, man, I love the streams, especially when I'm working in the evenings. I'll pull them up and throw them up on the computer while I'm working.
Yeah.
And, yeah, nothing better than Dirty 930 at work.
That's great. That's great that you say, Clint, because Johnny and my goal was for 2 hours every Wednesday to give guys a chance to go, fuck, it's hump day.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole idea.
Here's my goal every time it comes on. As soon as 930 hits, I turn the volume on my computer all the way up, and the other three ladies in their office are just like,
oh no! Oh my god!
I think of the shit we've talked about, Clint, and that kills me.
It's perfect because it fits perfectly into our everyday conversations. Believe me, Dirty 930 does not hold a candle
Good
to that world. I promise you.
I think a lot of us who are lucky enough to have a work environment where we can be open and honest if it's both sexes and just have an open and honest discussion about certain things and enjoy and joke without people getting too sensitive.
Oh, man.
I agree with you. I bet you there's a lot of environments out there like
We've
that.
got a real bad ongoing joke about straws, and you don't even know where that went. So.
Well, does the term felching ever come up with that joke, Clint? Because I've heard felching is a straw activity, and I'm not. That's dirty 10. That's dirty 11:30. I'm not going there. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Felching.
What is it?
Never heard of it.
Felching.
Yeah, never heard of it either.
But you better believe we'll be Googling it later.
Later, I'm right now.
So yeah, someone out there felch. I believe it's with a T. Feltching.
Wait, is it F-E-L?
F-E-L. Felching. I have heard that it involves a straw. I have never partaken in said activity, but I have heard it involves a straw. And that's about all I want to get into with felching. It's not my kind of thing. Different stroke for different folk. Not where I'm going.
That's the fin from an arrow.
That's fletching. That's fletching.
Oh.
Transpose L and the E, Johnny Grooms. Transpose that L and E. Felching.
It's Google. Google auto-corrected me because they're like, Google's like, you're not speaking English.
Yeah, because Google doesn't want you to look up felching, motherfucker. It knows already. Don't go looking up felching. You're going to the dark web.
Please don't.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, Johnny Grooms. Did you get the straw? Did you get the straw? Now you know why I'm not saying it.
Great. Now I have to reset my entire browser, everything, because now that's in my search history.
I didn't ask you, but I'm going to tell all of you out there. I'm not going to say it. You all have the world at your fingertips. That's and right. Devin, you need to be on here earlier, son. We did ask that question, but I'm not going to have Clint repeat it. You better become a regular, son. You better de-COVID or something. God dang. Oh, I'm not telling you what he said.
Shit, we asked the African question before 9:30.
Yeah. Donald Long, that is horrible.
Yes. It is horrible. Those are one of the worst things I've ever read.
Oh, fuck, man. Eric Kennedy is just pissing me off. He gave Clint's answer to code.
Yeah.
Eric, you know what? Eric Kennedy, he's like that 13-year-old that's like, I'm the alpha male, old man. What are you going to fucking do? You know what he is? He's Clint's son who stole your fucking Big Red from the box. That's what he is. He's sitting there drinking his Big Red right in front of Daddy Barbado Joe right now. What are you going to do, big fat fuck? What are you going to do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, Eric Kennedy. You Ripken bastard. But it might not be tonight. Revenge is a dish best served cold, sir. But I've got my eye on you, you son of a bitch. Don't you worry.
Johnny, I was also meaning to ask, what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I am drinking twisted peach tea.
Oh, there you go. Pop somebody up the head later.
Yeah.
So
good stuff. I like it. I bought the variety pack, and I was like, you know what? I have to
the salty lady.
If you ever get a chance, if you like salty, that's the way to go. But it's the bottom line that counts. I don't know if you can read it. Made in Texas, by Texas.
Oh, okay.
So good stuff.
I started out with some Pineapple Express beer, but because it was my last can. Yeah, it's an IPA, but it's nice. I like it. But then I was like, you know what? I have all this Twisted Tea. I bought it thinking I was gonna film something with it because it's like a viral thing right now,
Right.
Twisted Tea.
Right.
But I was like, I
Yes.
never got
Yeah,
around
yeah,
to
yeah.
filming it. So like I was like, I'm just gonna drink it all now. Son of bacon.
Barbara Joe, I got the exact same cup. Yeah, Vato. Now this, just real quick, this is thanks to my daughter. Well, actually, there's a couple things here. My oldest daughter got me the Grammar Police sticker because I'm an English teacher.
Yeah.
I love lighthouses. That's my shit. I love me some lighthouses. And then she got me another one that fell off. But this and my other Yeti, because my wife has got me 2 Yetis. Why? I don't know.
I want to show off to you.
Oh.
But I've stickered them up and I've lacquered them on thanks to Savage, a.k.a. Bella, who got the, what's that called? The Mod Podge, Hodgepodge, whatever that shit is.
You Mod Podged, yeah.
I Mod Podged them on, and that Mod Podge works as long as you don't go too thick and you iron out your wrinkles, or if it starts to drip, you wipe it up like a paint.
Mm-hmm.
That works really well. These things go through the dishwasher and they're golden.
Really?
It is. Oh yeah. This lighthouse has some wear and tear at the top, but that's because of my fingers, because I'm always grabbing up here. But otherwise, look at that, man. There is nothing. There is nothing going on here. Nothing is peeling off. It works really good, the Mod Podge, which I swear to God, it's a racket because it smells just like Elmer's glue, Johnny. It smells just like Elmer's glue.
Yes, it does, and it looks like it too.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
And it dries clear. It can't be just glue because it would melt in the dishwasher.
So
Correct.
I'll tell you the cup I'm proud of is this one right here.
Oh yeah.
You can see.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So I'm a huge cigar smoker. Love cigars.
Oh, okay.
Just all the bands from my favorite cigars,
That's awesome.
and so love
Now,
it.
my wife wouldn't allow that, Clint, but that's a hobby I could get into because I love the taste of cigars, man.
Yeah.
I
I wish.
I was so I spent a lot of time, and we've got a couple guys, if they're still here, watching from the local cigar shop because
Yeah, nice.
every day that I'm off, that's where I'm at. And so go smoke a couple cigars, hang out for a few hours, and just shoot the shit. So
Yeah, man.
and
You know what?
Vic, that's exactly right. Jeremy Fair shirt. So
When it comes down to like, when my marriage ends, and I'm still doing this show because I probably still will be doing it. Either this show or something else. I will have an entire section dedicated to just, cigar and whiskey pairings, and
Bro,
stuff like that once a week.
I'll be your co-host. How about that? So
Here's the thing, Clint. I know I haven't smoked a good cigar yet. I know that in my life based on just kind of watching guys who do smoke cigars, just tipping my big toe into the pool there and just watching. And I still loved it. Even the shitty stuff like the Swisher Sweets or the Dutch Masters or the stuff you can get at the local 7-Eleven. Not even go to a good tobacco shop. Oh, look, he's got the humidor. He's ready to rock that shit, isn't he? Oh, yeah.
what
is it?
So Angel Share by Fuente Opus X. Angel Share.
Now, what does one of those run, Clint?
That one, they run about 60 a piece.
Holy moly!
Is that 60 pesos, Clint? Because goddamn,
That's 2 combos, people.
yeah.
Right there is this year's Year of the Rat. Very they're very exclusive, so it's saving for a special time.
God damn, 60. Now, what's that Year of the Rat since it's special?
Year of the Rat, I think, was right about. It wasn't near that. I want to say I paid 18 to 20 somewhere in there.
Okay, that's
a little
still
more
a
reasonable.
shit ton, but it's more reasonable. All right, now, Clint, now tell us, because we're not tobacco connoisseurs. What? Okay, but before we get into that one, hold on. Keep that one on the wait on deck circle. What makes a $60 cigar?
Yeah.
Oh man, just the flavor, the smoothness, it's the flavor, and I would also say it even comes down to the company itself. What they're known for. But when you get into the Opus line of cigars, there, and 60's not the high. I mean, we were talking about it today. The Opus that they have left at the shop that I was at, $90 plus per cigar.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so
Jeff Rice in the chat seems to know this shit because he's talking about it.
Pathex and the Rat are awesome cigars. That's what he's saying.
Yeah. This is one that I've fell in love with over the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
So, Patel A10 Barber Pole. Great cigar.
Very fitting for a beer, you know.
Yeah, totally.
The Leaf by Oscar. And so it's a Sumatra, very good cigar.
Okay, now Clint, these are all American, right? Because or can we get Cuban? Can we get Cuban now?
You can't buy them, no.
Okay,
we could.
You can get them, but you can't buy them legally.
Right. You can go there, but you cannot buy them legally in the States.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
So I can go to Cuba, buy them, and then come back?
This is new, but the Death Bucket 2 by Room 101. And so
it's a whole world, Johnny. I want to be there.
This is
me too.
This is probably my top 5 right here. It's Aladino Palmas. Just a great nightcap cigar.
Okay, now damn it, Clint, I'm a curious guy, brother. Okay, so we know that those of us on the outside of the cigar world know that Cuba is kind of on the top. Right. Is the United States making all these cigars, or are you getting them from other nations?
No, they come from. I mean, there's some that are United States, but you're talking Nicaraguan.
Okay.
Excuse me. Honduran,
Central American countries in there. Okay, they're making them too.
Where your tobacco's from? I'll tell you, man. If you want to start cigar smoking, this is the one to go with right here. And so,
which one is that?
This is called Tatiscan. This to me is the perfect beginner cigar. It's a great smoke. You've got just a little sweet cap on the end, so it gives you just a little bit of sweetness. It's not an infused cigar, but you get just a little bit of sweetness on it. And man, and it's cheap. It's like $6-7, and it is a great cigar. So highly recommended for that.
See, Johnny, here's what's going to happen. Not this summer because of the COVID, but next summer. Clint's kids are stealing the Big Red. I'm going to go down there and sit at his knee like an adopted child, and I'm going to learn all about cigars. And when he's off making candles and good smelling shit, I'm going to be raiding the. That's the true Captain Stash, Johnny. That's the Captain Stash right there.
So let me just tell you this: those cigars right there that I said that are cheap, that are good. This is what they are.
See, now, like, you know, getting a cigar scented beard product from Captain Stash, like, you know, it's gonna be on point, you know.
That's that Hemingway Humidor. That's his. Well, that's a tobacco and vanilla. What else he comes out with later? We don't know, but that
right there tells you how good they are. I mean, by the box.
Oh, you buy them by the box. It's like baseball cards, Johnny. You could buy them by the pack, or you bought the whole case of them back in the day. Okay. So you buy those things by the box, Clint.
Yeah.
Now, you're not buying those $60 ones by the box. That's
no,
right?
No.
Yeah, no.
So
Clint, if you can hear me, what's your cost per unit when you buy them by the box? Is that like a $10 cigar or $12 cigar? What's that going for?
So usually a box you'll run between $150 and $200.
God!
So, yeah.
I'm going to tell you something, Johnny. The paramedic world plus the beer company world,
no.
And this is not a marriage breaker, Clint. Your wife is like, sure, smoke that shit, brother.
Well, it's not as long as I put the overtime in to pay for them.
There you go.
Yeah, but
I'm with that.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Okay, I'm with you.
So
but her thing
is the cigar budget. So I'll pick up 5-6 extra shifts of, pay for a couple boxes of cigars. And so, but here lately it's been pretty bad. I've been at the cigar shop every day this week, and so, but
Jeff Rice,
in full honesty and clarity, I say that cigar is about $60 or so, but once a year they come out with a 10 for those, and it's a 3-pack, and that's where those came out of, and they run them on sale for like $60 for 3 of them, and so awesome deal. And as soon as they do it, I go buy mine.
For 3.
All right, now Clint, this is I'm a creator in that I write and I make videos. You're a creator in that you create your beard shit, right? But these are the little things that drive me wild in the good way. Why did you keep that packaging?
Oh, it's because just look at it.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
I watched you. It detaches. It's clean. It's got that burgundy kind of. But you don't use it for anything, do you? It just kind of hangs out.
It sits on my shelf.
It sits on your shelf. Exactly right. Yes, baby. I need to get to Lubbock, Texas, so I can smoke a few with Clint. But I can't take the wife with me.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. Holy cow! Now is that like a 2 or 3 cigar box right there that you just showed us?
This is just a little 3 cigar humidor.
Humidor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just nothing you would keep a cigar in, just if you're going somewhere. And then wedding gift or anniversary gift from the wife. You know.
Oh, that's awesome.
So.
Clint, Jeff Rice, an obvious cigar aficionado, just asked, have you had the Fuente 77 Shark?
I have not.
I love that he knew the language, Johnny. He's like, what the fuck? No. He's like, I have not. And he had that head shake like, I wish I would have, but I have not.
Yeah.
There's cigars. And so right now it's a big time in the cigar world because Cigar Aficionado, they just released their top 25 cigars of the year. So that's the list we're all working on right now. Is
okay.
Everything that just came out. And so Cigar Aficionado, I'm assuming that's a publication, a magazine or what have you, right? So when they release that top 25 list, is it typical for cigar aficionados to work their way down that list? Oh yeah, your goal at that point is to go buy all of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Johnny, this is some shit we got to do, brother.
I know, it's like my wife is so
ready.
My wife is so like against it. Like it's not even a joke. Like his wife is like worried about the cost, right? Like my wife is like, I don't want the smoke and your legs and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I wish it was just about the cost. Like, let me just do what I want to do.
There's no smoking in the house. I don't know any live. I'm lighting up all the time. I love a good pipe. It's pipe season right now.
Yeah.
And so
this season's.
Oh man, when it's cold, that's when you smoke a pipe. And,
really?
Oh yeah, it's the best time.
Huh.
So. And think of it, Johnny. Think of it. You know how many dudes love tobacco scents? If you're smoking a pipe or cigar that shit's just saturating into your beard, and you don't need an oil. Well, okay, I guess if you want to maintain and hydrate and all that shit, but for the smell, you're gonna have naturally that shit just resting in your beard, brother.
And that's one of my favorite profiles is tobacco profiles.
Me too.
I love them.
You would love then getting into pipes.
Yeah,
aromatic. You've got your flavor in your pipe tobacco, and then you go to your aromatics, and the aromatics are just so. That's the ones that you just light up and you just want to smell. You don't even want to cook it; you just want to smell it. It's so good.
All right, JG, I'm going on record here. The 2 things I'm doing if my wife dies first. Number 1, going to Nevada, and I'm checking off the list of all the girls I didn't get ethnicity-wise before I got married. That's number 1. Number 2 is I am going to Lubbock, and I'm hanging out with Clint, and I'm going on a cigar tour with his ass, even if it means just to his house. All right? Because I want to cigar up.
So if I'll plug it. Good Karma Cigar is where we hang out, and it's the best place ever, man. That is truly my therapy.
So your wife kicks it, and like the first thing, like you're gonna go and like kick
Johnny.
Go down the list.
Yeah, we all have a list, right? Well, I don't want to say we all do. I have a list. I'm like, I have never had this type of woman or this type of woman, ethnic wise. In Nevada, I can get that shit. All right, I can get that shit in Nevada as close to Cali. I'm gonna get that shit, and then I'm gonna smoke a cigar on the porch in the back fucking yard at Clint's therapy shop. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna smoke me a $90 cigar. Because what else am I spending on? My kids, fuck them. They're grown. They're gone. All right, get out of here. My wife's dead. What else am I gonna spend it on but my fat ass? That's what I'm talking about, JG. That's when you hit nirvana, and then you die like 2 years later. But I'm gonna do those two things. That's my bucket list. Those two things, right there. Bro. You're all on record. How many are in the chat? Who's in the chat? 27. 27 witnesses. Well, 28, 29. 29 witnesses, JG. That's my bucket list right there. And Clint, you're a legal witness because you're actually on here live talking to me. So right. don't shirk that shit, brother. If someone comes looking for you, like, did that Barbaro Joe guy say you're going to have to own up? So yes, he said he was going to smoke with me in Lubbock.
Hey, brother, if it comes down to that, I'll buy that cigar for you. How about that?
And you're the kind of guy that would, Clint. I appreciate that. Joe, there's all the women of the rainbow at the college parties. Beer code, let me tell you something, son. Let me tell you something. If any one of your Kansas little Bettys have a sugar daddy desire, unfortunately, I'm still married for that to happen, so let's put that to the side. But if wifey, who I love, I guess I kind of have to say this as a disclaimer, who I absolutely love, mother of my children. Oh, yeah, no. She'll do worse, JG. She'll do worse. Unfortunately, and here's the irony of all this. I know for damn sure I'm dying before she is. But if I should live ahead of her, beer code. I hope you're one of those career students that goes for another 20 years, because then we can talk, okay? But by the time you're out of college, brother, I'm not going to be able to be the grandpa who's hitting on the granddaughter. There's some creep factor there that's just problematic, right? Yeah. You know, because let's be honest. I'm 53, soon to be 54. Where is my bottom line? It used to be 18. Well, he can't still be 18 at 53, or I'm really fucked up, right? Yeah. So I got to raise that shit up to at least the high 20s, low 30s. That's right, Johnny? Are you with me there? Yeah, Clint, right?
It makes sense.
Because I'm teaching 18-year-olds. That would just be fucked up. I got to be in the high 20s. Yeah. I got to be, just for my career. Now, when I retire as a teacher, all bets are off, boys. Yeah, all bets are off when I retire. That's all I'm going to say right
now. Exactly what you're talking about, because like when I was driving high school girls and stuff like that, like I would like think like there's no way like even I can even get with an 18-year-old or anything like that. Like there's no way like ever.
Right.
If I wasn't married and stuff like that, like she would have to be in her 20s, almost 30, like for me to be like to feel comfortable. Like I would feel really awkward if just going with an 18-year-old. It's weird.
Well,
here's legal, but it feels weird at the same time.
Waltimus offered us a math solution here, Johnny. Half your age plus 7 is the rule. So for me, that's 26.5 plus 7. So 33 is my basement number. 33 is my basement number. All right. I would like to creep down into the 20s, but hell, I'm okay with 33. Beggars can't be choosers. Plus, look at my ass, dude. I got size 54 moves that almost drip down to my belly. All right, I'm working on a little cosmetic surgery so I can make them perky again.
That would be my range then. 25,
JG.
26.
See, these are the golden years, JG. You have to capitalize.
My wife is still alive and kicking.
I know, and she's young, and she's a nurse, so she knows all the shit to do.
She's probably gonna punch me in the throat as soon as I go and try to go to sleep next to her.
No, yeah.
I fucking heard you, bitch.
Yeah, she will. You're gonna be on your next line with a black eye.
Yeah. No, so Hemingway doesn't leave a mark. She's smarter than that. She's a true, like, a true domestic abuser.
Joe, when you're old, when you check out more mom than daughter. Here's the thing, Jeff. Now, that's usually the thing, okay? But even as a young man, I always had an older woman thing. Like about a decade.
Don't get me started on the 50-year-old.
Oh, yeah. When I was 18, I wanted 30s. When I'm 30, I want 45 to 50. So for me, I don't like the young. I like the older Because experience is worth a lot of gravity, if you know what I'm talking about.
They don't need much because they got their own money, they got their own jobs. They just want you for companionship, you know?
Oh, shit. JG, we're talking the same language. And I bet she lets me smoke a fucking cigar. I'll tell you that right now.
Or lets you eat whatever you want to eat.
Hey.
Boy, Johnny, we could read that a few ways, brother. Look at him. Oh, shit. Clint, you've unleashed the dogs tonight, brother. Well, shit, Joe, now what do you want? 100 plus? Betty White is 99. Fuck both Jeff and Mick, God damn it. God, 99. No, look, Mick, at over 70, and there's a cutoff, okay? 70 is my ceiling, all right?
Oh, man.
I know, once you get to my age, that whole thing just doesn't work anymore. Unless you got a serious grandma thing going. And I don't. I just had an older woman thing going. Oh, shit. You guys
did
did
over.
over.
Grandma and said she's hot. And so.
Hey, there are a few. Do you remember Barbara
me,
Eden?
I'm going to rephrase that. I'm going to rephrase that.
Mm-hmm.
There's some young grandmothers, 70 plus, and say she's hot. That shit's just wrong at that point.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. And this is not a judgment. This is just an observation, Clint. As we keep going and we keep advancing as a society, technology and other things make age a little more or a little less observable than it used to be, let's say. And I am not a plastic guy. I will take I am not a plastic guy here or here. I prefer au natural.
Right.
But you got people, both women and men, who are living older because they're just taking care of themselves, right? They just they exercise.
All the time. They
eat
right.
Yeah. So 70 in 2020 is different than 70 in, let's say, 1990.
Oh, yeah.
That stated, I'm not shooting for 70, brother. I'm going to go 20 years the other way, right? I'm going 30, all right? Let's be honest. That's right. I absolutely adore my wife, in case she's watching the stream. I absolutely adore her. But there's a reality here. One of us is dying first, right?
I'll tell you right now. Mine, perfect woman. There you go. She's in there right now making beard butter. Because we see. So she's gonna get a big ass fat kiss when I leave out of here.
I mean, what else can you want from a woman? She puts up with your ass.
That's exactly.
She has your children and takes care of them. And she either allows cigar smoke or makes beard butter or does both.
Both.
That is paradise. Okay,
and
I'm not.
Buys them for me, so that's even better.
Right.
There you go.
I'm not discounting paradise. Paradise is paradise. But the reality is, at one point, Clint, you or your wife is going to die first. Me or my wife is going to die first. And if I'm on top, if I win that battle, I just want a plan. That's all I want. Is I want a vision, because I know I ain't lasting much longer after that.
That's right.
Oh, Mick, man, you got to be able to handle the word vintage, Joe. Let's be honest. Look, any of you sons of bitches out there. All right. God damn you. It's 10:38. We should have been off the air, but if you want to grab the skin of my nuts and yank, you just did, okay? Let's understand something. I don't give a good goddamn what that scent smells like. That is completely immaterial. The fact that we are going to default to a shitty word like vintage, which just means old and sounds good, is ludicrous, okay? I'm not going to say anything more than that. I don't want you all to buy into the hype of vintage being classy. Fuck that. It's old. It's old. Understand that. If I wanted to date a vintage woman, she would be 70. And you're like, oh, Joe's dating a vintage woman, until you see her. And you're like, Joe, who's the old bag? That's what vintage is. Understand all of that. And I'm done.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So I'm going to agree with you 100%. Name it something. sophisticated. Just
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Vintage.
Love Gary. Love his products.
Yes.
My company strives to be his. Like his, and so all the respect in the world. But I'm with you on the vintage.
And I mean, I revealed a side of myself to you, beard community, that I never thought I'd reveal, and that's the rapping side. That's the white guy at 53 rapping, just to show Gary I know words better than he does. Can he make a shit ton of beard products better than I can? Yes. Can I manipulate the language better than he can? You better goddamn well believe I can. That's what I've been trained to do, and I'm a published writer. So when he has the audacity to release a scent called Vintage, which really has gotten positive reviews, when he knows I could name that shit better, well, go ahead. But I ain't going to play ball. Fuck that Vintage. You might as well just call it the. Because that's all the impact that Vintage has. The. Oh, really? Gary just released a great new scent. What's it called? Oh, it's called fucking The. And leave the fucking out, because the fucking gives you something. The. Oh, Gary's new scent is The. All right, I'm done. God damn it.
Oh, man. Pete, I'm right there with you on that.
This is Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek talking in the chat here.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't follow her on IG, well, you should be.
She's older than me, and she's still smoking.
Yeah.
She's got to be in her late 50s, early 60s, JG.
This is her 55. This is one of her newest posts right there.
Oh, shit.
She's killing it. My God.
Oh, God dang it. Look at that.
I'm going to stop because I don't want the live to get taken down.
We've had that experience before. We've had a good live with Clint. Yeah, good call, Johnny. Yeah. This is a good live. We want people to come view this.
Now fast, yeah.
They or the JJ? How old is Elvira, says the bearded zebra?
Yeah, that's right.
She's old. She's in her 70s.
55. She's 55 and she looks like that. That's what I'm talking about. There's some 50-year-olds that really take care of themselves. Case in point.
Yeah. Yeah, and Sofia Vergara, I can't remember, from Modern Family. Yeah. She's closer to my age. Clint, how old are you if you don't mind revealing?
No, I'm 41.
Oh, shit, you're closer to Johnny than me, son. I'm 53, so you're definitely closer to JG. So Sofia Vergara, she's probably close. She's probably right between I think she's mid-40s. She's right between us both. That's a hot-ass woman right there.
Yeah, she can do whatever she wants.
Jesus Christ, she's 55, says McMahon. Yeah, you're damn right she is. Can you look that up? Lord have mercy, she could be my grandma if she wants. That's kinky beard code, but I'm not saying that's wrong.
Hey, he's gilfing it.
Yeah, when I look at beard code and I'm in my early 20s and I put myself in that boy's shoes right there, and he's a boy, he's not a man yet because he still has a few things to learn. Don't you, Dev? Don't you, Dev? Elvira will be 70 this year. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Jeff Rice. Thank you, Jeff.
Man, I was all for Elvira as soon as I saw her. And I think I was like maybe 12 years old when I was able to watch like horror movies and stuff like that. And like and I saw Elvira, I was like, oh. Yeah. And I'm still to this day, like still to this day, no matter what.
At 12 years old, if I'm going old school for me, JG, at 12 years old, it was Raquel Welch or Barbara Eden. And if I'm going newer school, at least when I was 12 years old, it was Christy Brinkley. Because at 12 years old, we're talking 1979, Christy Brinkley is in her prime, Sports Illustrated, swimsuit editions, and she is just fire.
Bro, I ain't going to lie. There's something about Cher, too. And so...
Pre-tip job or post-tip job?
It's the same thing with what's her name? Sigourney Weaver. With Cher. It's like it's a weird
Don't
thing.
Start me.
There's something with that, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
God damn it.
It's
You're gonna start me, JG.
Weird attraction right there.
Yeah, it's yeah. Like it's not like they're not like supermodel hot quality, but there's something about them that like just strikes a chord. That's all.
Okay. All right. God damn it. I've had enough water in me, JG, and I'm gonna encounter this. And Clint, I'm sorry if I lower in your estimation as a result.
No.
I'm gonna explain the Sigourney Weaver thing. All right. But you had to be a kid in the 70s. If you're a kid of the 80s or 90s, looking back, it doesn't work. In the first Aliens, at the end of the movie, when Sigourney Weaver pops out, and I don't like being a tall woman.
And exactly what you're talking about.
Yes. And she's got on the panties, and she's got what I colloquially call the muff puff, as it was natural in the 70s, as what you have when a woman is a woman and you're not shaving everything off to look like a Barbie doll. When Sigourney Weaver has that muff puff, you as a 12-year-old in the theater, little Joey, watching Alien, is like, God damn, I don't care how tall she is, that's hot. And that's all you need to know about Sigourney Weaver at that point. Done. I don't care if she's 5'12". I don't care if she's 6'6". I saw Muff Puff in white cotton panties. Let's not forget the kind of panties, okay? It's all over. It's done. That explains the Sigourney Weaver right there.
Yep. Ruddy, yeah.
Oh,
Ruddy man. Right on cue, Ruddy man.
Already. Jimmy, I'm sorry. I did not mean anything I just said until you leave this chat, and then I meant it all. All right? Just want to make sure you understand that, Jimmy. Dang it. Totally. That's his entry line.
Oh, man. That could have been better timing right there.
McMahon, wouldn't 5'12" be 6 foot, Mr. Educated? Yes, but you see, oh my Okie, my favorite Okie, who traveled to California because the Dust Bowl shat in your entire state, who traveled to my home state. 5'12" creates an image, whereas 6 foot is much more concrete. I made you think, McMahon. Far past the cows of the circus, I made you think, sir. That's all I'm saying. I'm done. We don't have to go on a diatribe here. I'm fucking done. Sigourney Weaver, 5'12", cotton panties, muff puff, done. It's over. Game, set, match airs. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. But boom. Yes. Yes, I'm looking. Is anyone stepping up? No. You know why? Because no one else is from Oklahoma that wants to step to this. Cow circus motherfucker. What are we talking about here now? What are we talking about here now, McMahon? God damn it. Johnny, I think we should have been off the air 20 minutes ago.
All right. So, yeah. All right. On that note,
fuck.
That'll be it for today's episode. I hope everybody has a great week. I hope you all had a good time. No, I did.
I had a good time. Clint, thank you very much.
Oh, guys, I had a blast. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Woo. All right, y'all.
Next week. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, there's a closing thought. Don't go to Oklahoma. Stay in Lubbock, Texas. That's my thought. Drive around to Nebraska or over to New Mexico, but just skip that whole freaking Oklahoma shit. All right? That's all. You don't want to encounter McMahon. You just don't. All right, that's my closing thought, John.
Okay, so check out Captain Stash. Jump on the website.
Definitely.
Pick up some stuff. I picked up all the soap they had there, and I got myself a little combo. So, all right. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, all.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks.